Ladies and gentlemen, the stage has been set for the mega 2024 finale, and it is the BJP and the Prime Minister who have delivered the first punch. The four-state elections billed as the semi-final and a close affair between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Congress eventually ended up being a one-sided affair. The Hindi heartland has been painted saffron, with the BJP emerging victorious in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh as well as Chhattisgarh. Listen in to some of the reactions that have come in from BJP's two chief ministerial probables, including Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who is, remember, eyeing a fifth term in office.
एक असाधारण और अभूतपूर्व विजय उनके आशीर्वाद से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिली है। प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति अगाध विश्वास और अटल श्रद्धा की ये विजय है। ये विजय भारतीय जनता पार्टी की डबल इंजन की सरकार ने जो काम किए हैं, मध्य प्रदेश को समृद्ध और विकसित बनाने के लिए उस विकास की विजय है।
कि ये जीत हमारी जनता जनार्दन की है, जिसने कांग्रेस के कुराज को नकारते हुए और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सुराज को अपनाने का काम किया है। और ये जीत 2024 में मोदी जी को फिर से देशवासियों की सेवा का अवसर देने की ये जीत है।
Now, the hat-trick of wins in state elections is a sign of the BJP completing a hat-trick of wins in 2024. That's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said today as he addressed an overjoyous party cadre. He also went on to slam the Congress party and the India Alliance, saying the public has rejected the politics of corruption, abuse and negativity. Listen in to what the Prime Minister as well as the BJP President JP Nadda said.
कुछ लोग तो कह रहे हैं कि आज की इस हैट्रिक ने 24 की हैट्रिक की गारंटी दे दी है। नारी शक्ति का विकास बीजेपी के विकास मॉडल का एक महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ भी है और इसलिए इन चुनावों में महिलाओं ने, बहनों बेटियों ने एक प्रकार से भाजपा के विजय की पूरी जिम्मेवारी अपने हाथ में उठा ली थी और भरपूर आशीर्वाद दिया है। मैं आज पूरी विनम्रता से देश की हर बहन बेटी को यही कहूंगा कि आपसे जो वायदा बीजेपी ने किए हैं वो 100% पूरे किए जाएंगे और ये मोदी की गारंटी है और मोदी की गारंटी यानी गारंटी पूरा होने की गारंटी। ये चुनाव नतीजे कांग्रेस और उसके घमंडिया गठबंधन के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा सबक है। सबक ये है कि सिर्फ कुछ परिवारवादियों के मंच पर एक साथ आ जाने से फोटो कितनी अच्छी निकल जाए, देश का भरोसा नहीं जीता जाता। देश की जनता का दिल जीतने के लिए राष्ट्र सेवा का जज्बा होना चाहिए और घमंडिया गठबंधन में रत्ती भर भी वो नजर नहीं आता है।
मित्रों, यह चुनाव एक और बात का संदेश देते हैं। जातिवाद और तुष्टीकरण, ये जिस तरीके से इंडिया अलायंस पैनल्स ने जातिवाद फैलाने की कोशिश की, जिस तरीके से समाज को खंडित करने की कोशिश की, जिस तरीके से देश को बांटने की कोशिश की और तुष्टीकरण की, वोट बैंक की राजनीति को आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया, इन दोनों पर मोदी जी का विकास का परिणाम भारी पड़ा है, यह भी हमको ध्यान में रखना चाहिए।
Now, the Congress party, which began the day hoping to win all the 4 state elections, had to face a reality check that has shattered their ambitions of dethroning Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2024. Forget winning. The Congress failed to put up any kind of show in the Hindi heartland states. They got decimated in Madhya Pradesh and were comprehensively beaten in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Listen into the reactions that came in.
जो भी मैंडेट आया है जनता का, मैंने पहले ही कहा जनता माई बाप है। लोकतंत्र में जो भी फैसला आएगा उसको हम विद ह्यूमिलिटी स्वीकार करेंगे और नई सरकार जो बनेगी उसको हमारी शुभकामनाएं हैं। अच्छे काम करके दिखाएं, ये हमारी भावना रहेगी उनके साथ में, पूरा सहयोग रहेगा उनके साथ। मेरा मानना कार्यकर्ताओं को मैं कहना चाहूँगा, चुनाव में हार और जीत होती रहती है, कई कारण बन जाते हैं। उसमें जो मोदी जी, अमित शाह जी और जितने नेता आए थे बाहर से, 5-7 मुख्यमंत्री आ गए, पूरा धावा बोला मेरे पर और सरकार पर। उनका टारगेट था क्योंकि सरकार गिरा नहीं पाए थे वो। मुझे उम्मीद थी कि जनता बदला लेगी उनसे कि आप लोग लोकतंत्र की हत्या कर रहे थे, सरकार गिराने का काम कर रहे थे, हॉस्टिंग कर रहे थे, जैसे आपने मध्य प्रदेश, कर्नाटक, महाराष्ट्र में करी। तो मैंने कहा जनता बदला लेगी। हो सकता है कि जनता वो बात समझ नहीं पाई होगी।
विचार करेंगे कि क्या हमें कमियां थी, क्यों हम मतदाता को अपनी बात नहीं समझा पाए। हर उम्मीदवार से चर्चा करके, वो हारा हुआ हो या जीता हुआ हो, हम उनसे चर्चा करेंगे अगले कुछ दिनों में और उस चर्चा के बाद हम इसका निष्कर्ष निकालेंगे।
Now, the only consolation for the Congress came in the form of a win in Telangana. The Congress has managed to breach the BRS bastion and emerged victorious with 65 seats. Revanth Reddy, the party's state president and Lok Sabha MP, is expected to be the next Telangana chief minister. And this is what he had to say after the Congress was confirmed of a victory in the southern state.
On behalf of Telangana Congress Party and my in-charge मानिकराव ठाकरे के तरफ से मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं पार्टी हाईकमांड को। मैं भी बीआरएस को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। ये स्पिरिट आगे सरकार चलाने में भी दिखाना है, क्योंकि 10 साल अब सरकार में बैठा हुआ है। अभी विपक्ष में बैठने वाले, विपक्ष के सुझाव हमेशा हम खातिर करते हैं, पॉलिसी हम बनाएंगे, सजेशंस विपक्ष की जिम्मेदारी है सजेशन देने का। तो इसीलिए असेंबली हम चलाएंगे, विपक्ष का सुझाव लेंगे, अच्छा सरकार बना के गरीब लोगों को मदद करने के लिए हमेशा कांग्रेस पार्टी कोशिश करने वाले। एक अच्छा सरकार बना के तेलंगाना स्टेट को हम तरक्की करवा देंगे।
Now, while the Congress can celebrate a win, the same cannot be said for Revanth Reddy. Remember, he, along with now former Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, have been defeated by the Bharatiya Janata Party's KVR from Kamareddy constituency. So it's basically KVR versus KCR in Telangana. Now on the broadcast tonight, I'm joined by Madhavan Narayanan, senior journalist. Let me quickly go to him and first understand from him, Madhavan. This has been called the semi-finals ahead of the 2024. And with this 3 versus 1 victory that we are seeing today, do you see this as the road leading up to 2024? The Prime Minister saying that this is perhaps the road to a hat-trick for 2024 as well? Or would you still say that the state versus national vote pattern and results are different?
Well, all I can say after this election, especially after even exit polls getting it wrong, that the BJP is certainly on such a strong wicket that it is going to be very difficult to logically explain any other outcome in 2024. But you never say never in politics. And the most important thing to remember, I mean, let me draw the analogy of the World Cup cricket in which India was doing very well until the semi-final and yet lost the final. So this is not to say that the BJP is not playing well. It's doing amazingly well. More important is to ask what really went wrong for the Congress in Madhya Pradesh, where Kamal Nath has proved to be a disaster. Even today, you could see that the Congress leaders like Ashok Gehlot and Kamal Nath are taking it in their stride and talking about har jeet hota hai kind of things, which is casual, instead of saying, I own up for this defeat. So this sense of ownership is much stronger in the BJP than in the Congress. And that is one thing that is certainly going in the BJP's favor. And I quite agreed and liked Mr. Modi's speech right now, in which he actually was quite objective in his criticism of the Congress party. There is too much emphasis on resting on laurels and, although I must say there are two things which are very pertinent, which is not being properly discussed in all this victory hype, which is that the BJP has gone to the market with its own marketing strategy, but the product it has come out with is essentially a Congress product called the guarantee scheme. So what Karnataka elections saw in the form of Congress winning through the guarantee approach, that a word has been appropriated by Mr. Modi and given the Congress BJP brand, just like Microsoft and IBM teamed up together to take an Apple product, which is called a desktop computer, and launch a PC revolution. So the agenda has been shifted by the Congress from Hindutva and culture to economics, but the marketing and the distribution of the product has been done better by the BJP, and therefore Congress is now left with no card to play, as it were. And just as Congress gained from infighting in the BJP between, say, the Lingayat and Vocaliga lobbies in Karnataka, the infighting in Rajasthan between Gehlot and Mr. Pilot, and the Cold War between Kamal Nath and his party rivals in Madhya Pradesh seems to have benefited the BJP. So this is the way to look at it. But what has triumphed about everything
also,
else
Madhavan,
are three things. Yeah, go on.
Also, Madhavan, the fact that the opposition has always come across in this past year as people who are trying to defeat the BJP instead of trying to win over their voters. Fine, BJP perhaps has just given the voters old wine in a new bottle. They've wrapped, as you said, what the Congress had been doing. They've wrapped it well and played smartly. But, the Congress needs to come up with its own strategy of wooing the voters and reaching out to the voters. They haven't been able to do that. All they come across is the fact that here we are, the parties are coming together, forming an India bloc, and we're going to defeat the BJP.
No, I would slightly disagree with you on that, Shreya. Let us look at it more granularly, because in Karnataka, the Congress did come out with a new product, and that product has been manufactured for MP and Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh by the BJP. Please remember, Mr. Modi has taken a 180-degree turn. He was talking against Muft Ki Revdi or the freebies, but if you look at the BJP strategy, talking of Jan Kalyan and what is called Garib Kalyan has been basically they have stolen Congress's thunder. But where you are absolutely right is that for the Hindi heartland, the Congress has no strategy. This whole opposition unity is something that Congress, when it was in power, used to mock the opposition about. So what was being said by Indira Gandhi about opposition in her times is being said by Mr. Modi about the opposition in with Congress is actually on the receiving side of this. So Congress has a lot of introspection to do there. Most important of all, they lack the organizational vigor. Even their political communication and the manifestos are improved. But where are the cadres? Where is the energy that drives the whole thing? BJP pulls out all its stops. You know,
Yeah,
Mr.
which is where the
For instance,
BJP
in Rajasthan.
scores.
Sorry? I'm sorry?
Yeah, which is
Yes.
where the BJP scores, Madhavan Narayanan.
Absolutely,
The
the
Prime Minister after
organization, yeah,
election,
the
every
sheer.
election victory, he comes to the BJP headquarters. He will make sure that he directly talks with the Karyakarta, and that's where perhaps the
Yeah,
Congress
I
is
think
lacking. Madhavan, I'll come
absolutely.
back to you. I just need to take a little break, Madhavan. I'll come back to you. Give me a minute. We'll take a break and we'll come back on this special broadcast on Mirror Now. Welcome back. You're watching this special broadcast on Mirror Now. The latest on the results of the 4 states. Madhavan Narayanan, senior journalist, continues to be with us. Madhavan, before we went into the break, we were talking about how the BJP scores when it comes to reaching out to the Karyakarta and respecting and valuing the work that the ground worker is doing for the party, which is not the case with the Congress, or at least it doesn't seem so on the outside. The party leadership interacting and reaching out to the ground worker.
Two things is, Shreya. First is that it is not Modi's charisma that is working. It is leadership. Please know the difference. Charisma is when the person himself has an aura about him. Mr. Modi's appeal lies in the fact that although he's imperious in style and his face is everywhere, his name is hammered almost like this is not a democracy but some African country. But the way he relates to workers and the issues of the people has a appeal where he's able to connect the organization, the issues, the energy, and the imperative of the moment. For instance, the ability to switch between various issues in the campaign. And, this was not a Hindutva election, and Modi managed to drive home that message somehow. The other thing is the BJP's traditional RSS-based cadre, which is like a backbone or a steel frame. Congress doesn't seem to have any such thing now. For instance, even in Telangana, where they have won, Sunil Kanogulu has played a major role in the strategy. He's an outsized third-party, supplier of election strategy, as it were. So, but where there is a positive, what you would call silver lining for Congress is Revanth Reddy's personality and the fact that the Congress put together a unified face against BRS shows that this is exactly what Congress lacked in other states where it is lost. So if they want to learn lessons, they can learn from Mr. Modi. Okay. If they want to learn lessons, they can even learn from its own Telangana and Karnataka performance, because in Karnataka also, in spite of rivalry between Mr. D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, they pulled things together, they worked as a team. So in Karnataka and Telangana, Congress seems to have that organizational muscle, which it sadly and sorely lacks. And, Mr. Kamal Nath's sign is yeah, Rajasthan, at least I will give part of the benefit of the doubt to Ashok Gehlot, because there was a lot in the manifesto and the energetic style of Gehlot that at least gave us theoretically an opportunity to give him the benefit of the doubt. In Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Kamal Nath was behaving as if he was already an incumbent chief minister while being the opposition leader. Even now, he seems to have
they also had posters
skin.
Congratulating him on the victory yesterday across the city.
They
had posters across the city congratulating Kamal Nath for the victory.
Absolutely. I mean, there is a certain quality about him where he shows absolutely no sense of remorse or ownership. If Congress is going to go to polls with this kind of leaders, then obviously they have only themselves to blame. And so therefore, I would say that...
and therefore,
Congress
probably, Madhavan, younger leaders like Sachin Pilot should be pushed forward, should be, given more responsibilities.
Yeah, let me come back to you on that. Although, it's not a bad idea to see that. But I want to bring out one very important point, which is that the word Karyakarta, which is often used in BJP, is completely missing in the lexicon of the Congress. There are only satraps, let me draw an analogy with the corporate sector. When you join a company like Microsoft or General Electric as a trainee, you can potentially become the CEO. You don't see a glass ceiling. The same thing with the BJP. You know, Narendra Modi was serving tea to some of us in the media probably around 1991. Today, he is a leader. Congress has no such culture. We have no pyramid in which you can rise. It is all very smokes and mirrors. It's a fuzzy logic they use, and it lacks transparency, and therefore it lacks energy.
Okay.
And their old formula, which Mahatma Gandhi
So a lot of soul
brilliantly
searching
built.
and introspection.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of soul searching required. Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap this up. Madhavan Narayanan, thank you very much for joining us on Mirror Now and sharing your thoughts on this big election result day. On your screens, of course, we are getting you the continuous numbers that have been trickling in since morning. Telangana, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Telangana, 65 for the Congress. Chhattisgarh is at 54 for the BJP, 35 for the Congress. Madhya Pradesh, their massive victory for the BJP, 164 is what the BJP has in its kitty. We are going to get you the last result till last results come in. Rajasthan, there of course 115. Bharatiya Janata Party again with that massive win, that clean sweep that it has done in 3 out of the 4 states. With that, it's a wrap on this special broadcast, but news and updates will continue on Mirror Now. Remember this, we are getting you your mandate, your results, what you as a citizen have voted for. Thank you very much for joining us on this special broadcast. Stay tuned to Mirror Now. Bye-bye. Good night.